Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm hanging out in my greenhouse with my cacti while I do my voiceover for some Japan sketchbook pages. So thanks for hanging out with me and let's get started. All right. So those of you that don't know, this is my Japan sketchbook. I went to Japan back in May. I took this sketchbook with me to mainly just collect stamps while I was there. But on the side, I did collect stickers, packaging, washi tape, everything in between, receipts. And so I've just been working since that trip to fill my sketchbook with the memories that I got from this trip. So I actually did not get these in Japan. I got these at the Demon Slayer Infinity movie this summer, but it's a Japanese anime, so it's still fitting for this sketchbook. This is me not knowing how to use my nails because it's taken me forever to take off some washi tape. Come on, Liz. Okay, so I'm going to tape off a square and I'm going to sketch like a half face of Zenitsu. So I'm going in with my mechanical pencil because I'm so fancy, before I go in with my acrylic markers. So I'm using acrylic markers both from Shuttle Art and ArtX, just a combination of those colors. I really like acrylic markers because of how opaque they are. I can really like layer the different colors and achieve this like kind of paint brush stroke look with these pens. And then I'm just going to finish off with an outline with this brush pen. I forget what brand it is. I'll put it on the screen. But to really help frame Zenitsu's face, because I think the yellows and the skin tone blended a little bit. Look how crisp those edges are. What a great decision. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the right side where I'm going to tape the card I got from the movie. And then just fill the outside with Zenitsu's kimono pattern. And I thought I was done, but then I felt like something was missing. So I wanted to add Zenitsu's lightning strikes behind the square panel of him. And the first page is done. I really like how this came out. So I'm going to do something a little bit similar with the next page. So I'm starting with Tanjiro's kimono pattern. I actually like kind of struggle with doing checkered patterns. I love them, but I feel like they're never like even. I probably would be better if I used a ruler, but I like making my life harder. But yeah, so I'm going to place the card on top of the pattern. And then this is my Kakamori dip pen. I'm going to fill the rest of the page with fountain pen ink. I really like this pen because you have a lot of control over fine lines to then like filling in larger spaces with ink. And I also just really like these little like fun animations of the Demon Slayer characters. It was one of my favorite parts of the anime episodes. And I'm just going to fill in the rest of the page with little anime accents. And yeah, the second Demon Slayer page is done. Okay, now fast forward like 3 days because your girl be busy. Now I'm going to work on a Traveler's Factory sketchbook page. I'm starting with a postcard and a stamp that I got from there on the right side. And then on the left side, I'm adding a receipt. I actually don't know what store the receipt's from, but I liked the color of the receipt. so it seems fitting. And then I'm going to add this business card here. Oh, I'm fake. We're actually going to move it up there and add it there. And now I want to do some fountain pen ink, but I don't know what color I want to do. And earlier in the sketchbook, I had swatched a few colors, so I'm going to check that out to see what color I think will go well with this spread. And I think I'm going to do this lantern crossing. Oh, look at this thing. I love fountain pen ink. It is just so gorgeous. And a moment for my nails, which also look like fountain pen ink, and they're also gorgeous. So I'm obsessed with that. Okay, Liz, that's enough. Back to the sketchbook. So now I'm just going to doodle with my kakimori, just some florals and some random accents to kind of fill the page. This was a crown that is in the little stamp on the page. And I just really like doing botanicals as I'm learning how to use the kakimori dip pen. And yeah, this page is done. All right, next page. So I did not get this in Japan, but I did go to my first Pop Mart in Japan, and it has since just opened my eyes to a new obsession. So it's still fitting for the Japan sketchbook. But I'm going to use my acrylic markers to kind of do this like overlapping effect and paint on top of the wrapper too. I'm just doing like some florals again because that's what Liz loves to do. Here's where I messed up. I should have just stopped touching it, and then I kept going, and then it became streaky. So we're gonna come back to that. Over here I'm doing tomatoes because I don't know why I did them in another sketchbook, and I actually thought they looked really fun, and I liked the contrast of the colors. So we're gonna add it here because it feel like it still aligns with the spread that we got going. And we're gonna try and fix this again. Nice easy strokes, and move on. This is a little stamp from Traveler's Factory. Oh, my washi tape, I got it at the Ghibli store. We're still trying to save this flower petal. It's actually looking pretty promising. And then I'm just gonna fill this space with a vine because botanicals. All right, I think it's good, Liz. We can stop touching. Okay, I'm gonna add in a couple other details for it to match the other flowers, and then some little stars on the ribbing. And this one is done. I like this one. It's pretty random, but I think it still goes really well together. Okay, I got this sticker sheet in Japan. When I first bought it, I thought it was coming with all of these. Well, when I got to America, I was bamboozled, and it was a mystery pack, so I only got one. If I knew it was a mystery pack, I would have gotten multiple, but that's okay. I got Maki, short hair Maki at that, so I'm still pretty satisfied with it. But we're gonna make the most out of this wrapping and cut Yuji out because it's still like a manga panel style. As I started to add the sticker, I kind of had an idea to put something behind the sticker, so I'm just taking an old sticker backing to hold the top while I look for something. These are mangas that I thrifted in Japan. As you can see, they were 250 yen, so I literally came back with like 40 mangas. But this is like a little wrapping on one of the JJK ones, so I'm gonna see what I can do with this for this spread. Yep, that looks so much better. I think it gives the page a little bit more dimension. Now I'm going to go through the manga and see if I can find some details to kind of doodle in here. I really liked this page. It was It's fun. I mean, the concept's not fun, but the illustrations are. So I'm going to start by sketching Gato. I know you can't really see because I'm using a pink pencil now. It's much lighter, but it's easier to hide and erase. But there he is. There's my little Gato sketch. And oh, Liz, get out of frame. We don't want to see your nostrils. Let me fix that. Okay, sorry about that. Sometimes when I'm recording, I really struggle to record myself because I have to be so close to like what I'm drawing or what I'm painting, and I just get in the way. But yeah, so I'm using my fountain pens again here. I'm using the Kakamori to fill in the larger spaces, but I'm using an extra fine nib to kind of sketch the outline and do the little details. Look how cute he is. That was a great decision. Good job, Liz. And then now I'm just gonna go in and fill some like manga accents to the characters. Oh, I really liked this like texture pattern. It was like a tile wall background in one of the manga pages I saw. So I wanted to kind of just fill this bottom space with that. And then this next part I already sketched because my head was covering the camera the whole time. But I know you can't really see, but I did use my pink pencil again, and I'm just lightly erasing it to help get rid of those lines before I go over it with my fountain pen. This is my first time kind of like sketching with a fountain pen. I'm still learning the nibs and like the angles and stuff, but it's been really fun. And this panel or this page specifically like makes me want to do like an entire manga sketchbook of just drawing the mangas that I thrifted in Japan. I'm still practicing writing my Japanese, but we're trying, okay? And this page is done. I'm obsessed with this style. I will definitely be starting a small sketchbook for all things manga while I practice how to draw with fountain pens. Thank you for joining while we went through a few pages of my Japan sketchbook. As you can see, it's literally falling apart and fading. No fault to the actual sketchbook. This thing has literally been around the world. I would use it again the next time I go to Japan. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye.